What up, baby? You know what I'm saying?
Look,
We were supposed to go at 9:30, but me and my dog was like, you know what? Let's go and put this thing on early. You feel me? You already know this your boy Big Groove.
what's going on, y'all? This is your man A Black, of course, here in the building for you guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm smoking on a little groovy blue today. You know what I'm saying? I got a little sucker stick today. You know what I'm saying? You see that? You see that? It say groovy blue. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be smoking these on the podcast on the show. You feel me? Man, we're gonna kick it off, man, today. You know what I'm saying? NC State, man. What was your take on the game, man? How you think the team played?
Overall, the team played well, man. The team played well. Offensive line, they pass block well. Run block still a little concerning, but that's small. I ain't gonna trip on that right now. But the team played well, yo. The team played well. The team they tackled better. You know what I'm saying? That was a major concern for me. You know what I'm saying? They tackled better. They did more game tackling. And it's funny,
That
right?
was noticeable.
It's funny because we're the worst tackling team in college football, and we took our motto from the Seattle Seahawks, right? We took our motto from the Seattle Seahawks, and guess what? They're the worst tackling team in the NFL right now. Like, yo,
I didn't know that. Like you put me on some game right now. I really did not know that.
Yeah, like, and they're the worst tackling team in the league. So I'm like, is that a coincidence or what? But no, other than that, man, hey, you know, I'm proud of them boys. You know what I'm saying? They came out, they played football. You know what I'm saying? And they let their abilities take over. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's one game. You know, we learn, we grow from wins. We learn and grow from losses. You know what I'm saying? We, you know, a win will tell us who we are, and just as a loss will tell us who we are.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree.
Can you handle a win? You know what I'm saying? You know, and can you handle a loss and get better? So we'll see what that thing look like come Saturday at 12 noon tomorrow. But overall, you know, I was pleased, man. I was pleased with the young men.
Yeah, me too, man. The biggest thing I was looking at, man, seeing the offense first half, that was gonna tell me, you know what I'm saying? That was gonna tell me all I need to know how the game was gonna go. I just think if it started like the other game started, I just felt like we was gonna lose a close one again. But then when I seen them boys came out, defense was firing all cylinder. I seen them boys game tackling like we used to seeing them play in the past. And then the offense came out there and put a point. I said, oh, yeah, we got this. You know what I'm saying? It was some questionable stuff, you know what I'm saying, as far as calls. Like with the halftime, the timeout before half. But it was some people saying that we had 10 men on the field. So I don't know. I haven't been able to go back and look at it. But if it wasn't, I think he shouldn't have called the timeout. I think that was a bad coaching.
That was bad clock management right there.
That was bad clock management. But other than that, man, the boys look good, man. Remember I said when we gave the keys to key players for this game, the guys we thought were gonna have a big game. I was looking for Tyler to start fast, and he did. And I'm proud of that kid because I've been I've been kind of hard on him. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to, like I said, at the end of the day, I wanted to succeed because if he succeeds, that means the Miami Hurricanes succeed. So you can tell he's getting more comfortable. The game is slowing down. I just hope he continues and start the same way he did against, you know what I'm saying, NC State and start like that tomorrow against Pitt. Who was your standouts? Who was your standout players?
Well, I had Rambo on offense. I had Rambo on offense. I think I picked Knighton too. I think I did. If not, then it's cool. But I know I picked Rambo. And on defense, I picked James and Keontre.
Yeah.
And both of them stood out. You know what I'm saying?
The boys did really good.
Both of them stood out. I mean, but Keontre Smith stood out. You know what I'm saying? He balled out. And I spoke to him after the game. We was on a Zoom. And I spoke to him after the game. And Keontre, if you see this, man, I think you're really talented young man, and you know what I'm saying, you're respectful, and I like that, man. That'll take you a long way, but just keep grinding and keep working on your craft. I gave my man a player comp. I said you remind me of Jesse Arms said, you know what I'm saying, just how your speed and your quickness and just the way you're built. You know, Jesse was probably a little bit bigger than you are right now, but y'all, you know what I'm saying, you do remind me of him a little bit. You know, you should go watch some tape on him. He's one of the great Miami linebackers that ever played here. So you should go watch some tape on that guy. But yeah, those were my standouts. And you know, I mean, a lot of people stood out, but I'm just gonna talk about the guys that I picked last week.
Mm-hmm.
They stood out, and I knew they were, and they rose to the occasion. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
all right, let's read this question from Anthony real quick. He was pretty much saying for him the concern if Miami was playing Pittsburgh at night and it's raining and cold because the nights get below 30. I agree. I'm glad that it's a 12 o'clock game. I think it's supposed to be in the 50s. I think it's supposed to rain, but it's supposed to be in the 50s. So I don't really think that's going to be a major factor. So we should see some good ball tomorrow. He got another one. And for me, TVD, the type on it won't be a effect. I agree because he's from there. He's from that type of climate. So that's a good thing. So he's played in this type of weather before, so that won't be nothing new to him. But back to what you said about Jesse Armstead, that was a good, you know what I'm saying, comparison right there. I can agree with that. You feel what I'm saying? But shout outs to that kid, man. He's playing hell of a defense right now for a young guy. But for me, the surprise guy, man, was Nesta, man. For me, defensively, he played really well. He made a play where he got upfield and did a spin move back inside and made the tackle on the running back. It was so beautiful. You have you seen that play?
Yeah, I saw it. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That was he's showing his skill sets. Like, bro, can we get that every play instead of in spurts? But I think he was locked in this past weekend. He was very disruptive. If we get that same type of play from him this weekend, I think we should see the same, you know what I'm saying, performance defensively if they come to gang tackles. You feel what I'm saying? Right. But you know, like you said, we can't get too high on this win. We got to move on to the next week. You know what I'm saying? We got to reset that clock. We 0-0. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully it carries over, man. But you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna jump into the next one. We got that big matchup against Pitt. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? I see them as Pitt. You know, they're ranked, you know, they got all these accolades about the quarterback, and you know, offense is this, they beat Clemson and all that. Okay, we should beat them with our athletes. You feel what I'm saying? But they do have some good players, but I think their starting receiver is out this week. So that is in our favor. You know what I'm saying? Let's go and get into that. You already know how we do it, big dog.
Right. I mean, you know, their offense is solid, man. They offense is solid. Their quarterback is one of the best right now, playing like one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. And there's nothing else to say but Pat Narduzzi's defense. Like that guy knows defense. He's been fielding a great defense since Michigan State days, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And they got one of the best D-line coaches in the country as well. So, I mean, Pitt is they represent the city of Pittsburgh. They're tough, hard, physical team. And,
exactly.
And if you come out there loafing, they're gonna definitely knock you in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? So don't look. Yeah, we got athletes, but guess what? Them athletes better be ready to play because Pitt gonna bang, and bang.
But one thing about Pitt, they always played us tough defensively. It's the offense that hasn't really showed up for them.
And they D-line always created problems for our offensive line. I don't care who the coaches were.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And that's the only thing I am kind of puzzled about. I just want us to be able to, I know they're going to, get some pressure with the D-line. I just don't want the youngster to get rattled. I see it, I've been seeing that he's been making quicker decisions mentally. He got out on a couple of occasions where, he was, we felt pressure on the backside and he escaped. So I already know they're going to try to put a lot of pressure on him. They're going to probably try to do a lot.
Real quick. Anthony, I mean, he's playing like one right now. You know what I'm saying? He's playing like one right now. Besides Caleb Williams, Like, and Bryce Young, name me another quarterback that's playing better than Kenny Pickett right now.
You can't name one.
You know what I'm saying? So
I give him his props, man. But well, he played against Clemson, so I can't say, you know what I'm saying, he played against no athlete. So
hey, yo, he's definitely taking advantage of that super senior rule. Right?
Yeah, he's making himself some money right now.
Yeah, he's definitely making himself some money. And everybody that's on, and Groove, you know this for sure. The NFL is every year a quarterback that may not be a first rounder is gonna go in the first round.
First round, yep. Just off of the 1 year performance.
Exactly. Always gonna get pushed up, right? So say if he goes to like one of the Senior Bowls or something, he balls out there and he goes to the combine and he does well, and his pro days are well. Hey, look what happens. Look at Baker Mayfield.
It don't even gotta be, he don't even have to wow. He just has to be solid.
Right. Because look at Baker Mayfield. Nobody expected him to go number one to Cleveland. No. But he wowed at his pro day and in the meetings, and then everybody was like, you know, then word started whispering that he could be the number one. So, hey.
He damn sure wasn't better than Lamar.
Hell no. Nowhere near. Nowhere near.
You feel me?
But Anthony, like he's playing like a Heisman Trophy, candidate. He's definitely up there.
Yeah, you got to give him the props when props do, man. He putting the numbers up, man. Speaking of numbers, let's go into the numbers, man. They scoring 45.3 points a game. They're only allowing 19.6 total yards. They're gaining 523. Passing yards 350 a game. Rushing 173. Yards allowed 318. They only allowing 109 rushing a game, 209 a game. Of course, we know Miami 32.1 points a game. A lot yards allowed, still 30. Total yards per game in a game 433. A lot yards allowed 390, which is not really too bad, but we would like to see that that number a little lower. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But kind of score over some of these key players, man. We got, TVD. He got 70 for 119 for 1062, 9 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Pickett, 168 for 244, 2,236. He got some good 23 touchdowns, only 1 interception. Excuse me, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. And you know what hit the knock on him in the past was that he was a turnover machine. So now he's learned to protect the ball.
Yes, sir. So that's a good, and that's also one of those main things that's helping his stock, because he corrected that the only knock that they can have on him, is the turnover. So I corrected that. Okay, now he's a pretty good quarterback. Let's give him a couple of $1 million.
Exactly.
But hopefully we can get 2 or 3 picks this game. I want some of the freshmen to get some picks, man. You feel that'll be really nice for those guys, man. And shout out to Cam and James Williams, being, being on that All-American watch, freshman All-American watch.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Right
that's
there.
really dope. That's really dope. Running back, I'm not finna butcher this kid name, but I'm gonna call him Ab. 78 carries for 103 yards. They don't have Rooster up here. I don't know his numbers. Rambo has been a bright spot for us, man. He's really came on. 44 receptions, 549 yards. He's on pace to get a stat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think we had a 1,000-yard receiver since.
Like, do you notice for the past couple of years, some of our best players on the team have been out of the transfer portal?
Yeah, I have. I mean, but
Osborne, Rambo, Jalen,
But with Osborne, he was a dog at Buffalo, though.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's true. But that's just that's a good thing, and it's you of course you want to you want to groom you guys that you got in house. But now you see, what I'm saying, now it's just a part of recruiting now. There are a lot of those 7 spots for the transfers, and the best teams are going to take advantage of it. Like now they got your boy what's my guy name? Spencer Rattler. They got him going to Georgia or Arizona State, transferring to there or going to the league. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So
transferring to where?
They got him transferred to either Arizona State or Georgia or entering the draft.
Okay.
Or Ole Miss. They got him Ole Miss, Arizona State, Georgia, or entering the draft. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
If he goes to Georgia, that would be unfair. Especially they have another good defense like they got this year.
Right.
That'll be crazy.
And I could see Arizona State because that's his home, it's his home state. You know what I'm saying? I could see that.
But where are they with the sanctions?
Don't know. It hasn't come out yet. You know what I'm saying? So I guess he'll wait to see on that or see where he'll go in the draft.
Did you see they just gave UCF probation for 3 years for Charlie Strong?
UCF or
I'm not UCF. US.
USF.
USF, South Florida.
Yeah.
They just gave them 3 years probation, and if Charlie Strong come back to college football, he's suspended for 1 year. But my thing is this: why are you punishing these kids that ain't even play under him for 3 years probation? That's not cool.
No, it's not.
You feel what I'm saying? You should punish Charlie Strong.
Yeah, that's when the NCAA hole. That's when that's where they mess up at.
And that's why people trying to branch away from them. That's why the college football is not going to have an NCAA regulation. It's just going to be, you know what I'm saying, regulated by the conferences, and they're going to have mutual, agreements on certain type of rules. Because this is stupid, man.
Yeah, like you gonna wait, like you gonna penalize young men that never played for this guy.
Never played for him.
Never played for this dude.
That shit is crazy. MJ, happy with last. Yes, I have to say happy with last week's performance as a whole. I agree. Groove. Hey, Black, what's up, guys? Let's big win tomorrow. Hurricane 92. That's the year I became a Hurricane fan, baby. Yeah, seen him play against Alabama in the national championship.
Yeah, that's the year I had to go to school and hear everybody talk that Willie Bobo. Oh, you see, man, your team got waxed. Man, he got caught from behind. Like, man, I was ready to fight everybody.
I feel you on that. I got a whipping for rooting for Miami, so trust me. I feel you. My dad whipped my butt. But as far as keys to victory, man, what you got the keys to victory for this week?
Defense.
For tomorrow, rather.
Defense, we gotta get them off the field on 3rd and long. We gotta get them in 3rd and longs. We can't give them no 2nd and shorts. We got to contain their passing game no matter if the leading receiver's out. They're going to still run their offense. They still going to go 4 wide, 5 wide. They still going to run their offense no matter what. Offensively, you know what I'm saying, continue to open up the playbook. You know what I'm saying? I like to give, Coach Rob Likens, I like to give him credit, some credit. I appreciate you for, putting in them pass concepts to go deep. I am going to give him credit for that because he does have an air raid background, and that's what it looked like some part. We can't get, what's the word I'm looking for? We can't get not stagnant, but
complacent.
If we get up, we got to keep
to the metal.
Keep that foot on the pedal. You know what I'm saying?
What was the great coach at Eddie Robinson? Yeah. Trying to score 50.
Uh-huh.
That was my best friend playing for him. He was like, bro, that's what we trying to put 50 up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We gotta establish the run. We gotta establish the run. Keep trying to establish the run. I don't care if it's in the off season. Keep trying to establish the run because that's going to make our offense that much more dominant and prolific. When you can't key on one or the other. If you stop the run, we still got these dudes on the outside. If you slow that down, we can run the ball. So those are my keys. Start fast, of course, get the running game going, and get them off the field on 3rd downs.
I want to give a shout out to somebody that I've been very critical of because I had high expectations for, and that's Will Mallory. He came through, played pretty good this past weekend, caught the pass that got us the first down and secured the game, caught a touchdown. Kudos to that kid. Continue to improve on that because the better you are, the better the offense is going to flow because you killed Pittsburgh last year, you know what I'm saying, and you've been an asset. So continue to be that. But my keys to victory is kind of similar to what you said. We got to be able to get positive yardage early downs if we're running the ball. We don't want to get behind the chains and let them, because they got a good defensive line. We don't want them to be able to pin their ears back and come after the quarterback.
Right.
We got to keep them off balance. We got to keep them honest. You know what I'm saying? I like what we did last week. Throw that bitch deep. Stretch them out. Let them know we finna test. You want to play man? All right. We finna see if you can cover Rambo. We're going to see if you can cover, so you can cover Keyshawn Smith. You know what I'm saying? And also we have, I pray that we continue to use Rooster on passes out the backfield because that's just like a toss pass for us. It's like a running play.
Yeah, it's a long handoff.
A long play. Jay, my brother Jay. What up, Jay Blaze?
What's up, bro? What's up, Jay?
Yes, sir. What's up, big dog? But yeah, defensively, man. I like as far as we gotta. My main thing is we have to wrap up the quarterback when we closing in on sacks. We can't give him extra. We can't give him extra opportunities to escape because he can run. He is athletic to be. You know what I'm saying, to be a type of quarterback that he is. I just want those guys when they get a hand on him, bring him to the ground because if not, that means he's gonna be able to find a receiver that's, you know what I'm saying, broke his right off and get a long play. You feel what I'm saying? So
right.
You know what I'm saying? And also I'm looking for the cornerbacks to be really good in cover because we seen what they did last week against Clemson. They got a pretty good offense. Whipple, I don't know what the hell he did, but he's been pretty good this year offensively. So I just pray that our cornerbacks hold up, and you know what I'm saying. And Marcus Clark, he continue to do how he doing. Of course, big ups to Tyreek Stevenson because he set the tone early, along with James Williams, with some of the tackles they made in the open field. And you can tell that kind of was vibrant and helped those guys out. So
let me read this question real quick.
Yes, sir. Which one is it?
From Anthony. He said, this is a question about the offense. The last 2 weeks, do you think Manny is taking off the leash from Lashley and he's allowing him to open it up because Manny knows he's going to get fired? Like I said, I think Rob Likens is the passing game coordinator, right? And Rob Likens has an air raid background.
A pretty good offense, too, when he was at Arizona State.
Right, he has an air raid background. So those two collaborate a lot, and I really think Rob Likens really put his foot down like, yo, we need to really incorporate these concepts into the game plan this week and see what it do. If it work, let's go with it. If it don't, then don't worry about it. We can scrap it. No biggie. That's just my opinion, right? Like
I said, I agree with you. You did see a difference. You did see a difference in the offense. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was some type of, like Ed Reed, it takes some listening and some shutting up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So but that's all about being a coaching staff. You know what I'm saying? If you got brilliant minds, you got to use those tools. You got to use your help, just like at work. I got guys that's been where I work at for 30 years. You think I ain't gonna listen to them? You think I ain't gonna seek knowledge from them? You feel what I'm saying? So just like in boxing, I'm surrounded by guys that's been training fighters for 40 years. I ask them all the time for knowledge. Oh, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? What can I improve on as far as what do you see I can do to make this better? And hopefully he's done that because, of course, sometimes these guys are geniuses in their own right, in their minds, and they get kind of stubborn on certain things. And it just takes you to fail to be able to listen and also take pressure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because if you look at it, right, SMU hasn't missed a beat as far as scoring points and their offense being dynamic. Why? Because you have Sonny Dykes there.
Yeah.
You have the guy that Lashley coached under. That's Sonny Dykes, right? So therefore, if you got a cat like Likens, who was an OC, who ran air raid concepts, to mess with what you're doing already, like you don't have the expertise or the knowledge of an air raid, Lashley, like Likens. So you might want to listen and pick his brain and hear them out, and let's see if this shit work.
Yeah,
right? Let's see if that shit work. You know what I mean?
It ain't gonna. Hey, shit. Some gotta work.
Yeah. Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So,
and look, we gonna script the plays, and we gonna script our first 15. Hey, at least let 4 or 5 of them be air raid concepts, and let's get them out the way and see what they do. If they work, guess what? We could go right back to them later on in the game, or mesh them throughout the whole game.
So how do you feel about Narduzzi saying that they've been practicing on that the fullback and the tight end, the halfback little pop pass we're killing them with? We've been killing them with.
I mean, that's what good coaches do.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, you know what I'm saying? That's what great coaches do.
But we ain't really ran that this year, though. I don't think we ran that this year.
Yeah, but exactly. And that's why and that's why they practice it, because just because we didn't run it this year
don't mean they ain't gonna do it.
Exactly. We still got that thing in the wheelhouse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll bring it, yeah. And if that's why it's so important, like you said, establishing the run. That play don't work
if the run game ain't working.
Run game ain't working.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
But you know what else? You know why it worked so well with King? Because they were so worried about King running.
Yeah.
So when he went like this and he'll pull it and look like he about to run and dip down, suck them linebackers up, and he pop it right over, right? So
yeah.
But, I mean, that's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to prepare, you prepare your team for everything, right? You prepare for everything that you may see. So you go back and you watch film from last year or the year before and watch film of them this year to see what their tendencies are, to see what they're going to do. I know they definitely watched last week's film. You know what I'm saying? Because they like, yo, hey, what's going on, E-Dub? Because they probably like, yo, they did a whole bunch of different stuff that they didn't do the previous couple games. So, look, man, it's gonna be a good game, right? It's gonna be a good game. All athletes.
You think it's gonna be high score?
Whew. It could be. It could get into the 30s.
I think it'll be a 30. I think it'll be a game similar to the NC State game.
Yeah, it could get in the 30s. It could get there.
So who's your key players? Who gonna be your key players for this matchup this week? Give me 3 offense, 3 defense.
I think. God.
Just give me 6 players. It don't matter.
I'm trying to. I think X is gonna have a good game.
I think gonna bounce back.
I think X is gonna have one. I think Rambo's gonna have one. I think Keyshawn, of course. TVD.
Everybody in the chat, drop us 6 names that you think gonna be standouts. Give us 6 names and we're gonna post them and we're gonna comment on those. Who y'all think gonna be standouts for this game?
I think Ja'Kai. 6 players. I think Ja'Kai is important tomorrow to get that offensive line going. I think Ja'Kai.
Shout out to Ja'Kai, man. He did pretty fucking good. Good shout out to him.
Hey, Ja'Kai, appreciate you, brother. I spoke to Ja'Kai too. You know what I'm saying? Man, I love that young man, yo. He subscribed to the channel too. I appreciate that. But I think Ja'Kai is gonna be crucial to make sure that line stays intact and stays, together, throughout the course of the game, dealing with an aggressive D-line such as Pitt's. On defense, I need to see more pressure from my whole D-line. I need to see that. I need to see pressure by the front 4 and not only when we have to blitz, when we got to manufacture it. Because guess what? If you blitz somebody like Kenny Pickett, he gonna kill you. he gonna kill you more times than not, right? So I want to see my front 4 get more pressure. And of course, I want to see the secondary continue to improve. I think Marcus Clark is going to be starting this week at corner. I think so. I want to, I just want to see development and growth. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have 6. I just want to see the defense.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right, my boy Gage. He got James, Kitchens, Knighton, LT, Nestor, TVD. Shout outs to LT, man. He's really growing, man. Like my man Shoop said, experience beat talent until talent gets experience, and you can tell he's getting that experience, and his 5-star ability is starting to show. Big shout outs to that kid. He's gonna, if he continue on this path, he's gonna be really good for us. But I like that. I agree with Nestor too. He's been playing good. Brother Jay, he got Rambo, Aruro, Rooster, Steve. Hey, that boy Steve been playing some ball, man. That man Steve been playing some ball. James Williams, I like that. I like that, brother Jay. Who we got? Your guy, he got TVD. He got your guy Mello on offense. Cameron on defense. Okay. Nestor, Harvard, two fresh. Okay, I like those. Kind of similar to some of the other guys. Whole lot of D-line. Can I get a pick 10? Yeah. But me, offensively, I'm gonna go with Jakai. I'm gonna go with I think Rambo gonna have another big game, and I'm gonna go Rooster. Defensively, I'm gonna go Steve. I'm gonna go Nestor, and I'm gonna go Tyreek. Gonna be the standouts this game for me. You feel what I'm saying? Right. But got a question for you, man. What does a win Saturday do for the team?
It boosts his confidence. It boosts his confidence in them players to let them know that everything they've done in high school up to this point where they were ballers, it just reassures that they still have it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a morale booster. It does wonders for him, bro.
Yeah. I agree, man. I think, like you said, man, a victory is gonna, like you said, boost the confidence. You're gonna start. I think there's gonna have a snowball effect, kind of similar to what we had when we went on that streak at the second half of the first season under Rick. Then when they carried over to the next season and we were undefeated until the last game. Those type of winning, it breeds confidence and it breeds, you know what I'm saying, that type of stuff. So I agree. I think it's gonna be. I think it's a big positive for the program. But got a question for you. How do you feel about the guys that's saying that they want the team to lose? How you feel about that?
Well, I'm never gonna. I never root against my boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want them to lose for?
Because they said they want the staff fired. They want you to. That's a double-edged sword, right?
I mean, it is. I mean, no, I'm laughing because there's some things that I know that I can't put out there yet. But if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, right? You know what I'm saying? You should always want the young men to succeed and do well, right? Because they got nothing to do with it. They didn't choose the administration. They ain't choose the athletic director. They ain't choose the coaches, right? They there to play.
But right? They chose to play for the coaches.
Yeah. They chose to play for the university. Like me, I tell my son, we're not going to choose no school because of the coach, because that coach may be going before you get there, or he may be going after you get there. Maybe because he got a better job or because he got fired. You choose a school for the university, right?
Of course
you build a relationship, but let's be honest, 90% of your time is going to be spent with your position coach. So
it's going to be spent with the strength and conditioning coach.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but the strength and conditioning coach doesn't come to your house and recruit you. Your position coach does.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So you're going to be, it'll be your strength and conditioning coach and then your position coach you're going to spend the most time with. So I can understand you building a relationship with your position coach. Of course, you're going to have some type of relationship with the head coach. That's guaranteed, right? Because he's going to visit you too. But no, I mean, you don't want them to do bad. You don't want them to lose, right? You don't want them to do that. But I get it. Cats, we want to change, and I understand that. I understand what's going on. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna cut a cat head off because he feel that way. You know what I'm saying? So I understand it. But my thing is, I want to see the young men do well. And when they're not doing well, I'm going to say they're not. Like, you need to correct that. You need to work on this. I'm going to always shoot straight. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But when they're doing well, I'm going to be the first cat to say to them, great job, young man. And when you're not, I'm like, hey, you need to watch some more film. That game right there, X, Y, and Z, you need to step it up. You're not playing to the expectation that you may have for yourself.
Exactly.
So, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. I don't never want to put my expectation on another man. You know what I'm saying? Because who am I, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I tell my son that, like, yo, can't no other man ever put expectation on you because they don't know you. You know what I'm saying? They don't know you and they don't got that right to do that. But
so what's your prediction on the game? What's your score prediction?
Oh, bro, I don't have. I stopped giving score predictions, man. I say I'm gonna wait and see.
I feel you on
Like
that. I got a wait and see approach. If somebody had a gun to my head and made me give a prediction, I would say 34-38 Miami, something like that, or 38-31. I think it's going to be a back and forth game. Early, I think we get a couple of stops late or something like that to seal the victory.
I really think it's going to be like. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro.
You good, bro?
I kind of think it's going to be almost like the last team with the ball type situation. You know what I'm saying? Can win or lose the game.
Come on, you talk StormWarning. Then, but man, let's get into some of this recruit, man. It's been a couple of things that came out from a couple of recruits, man. How you feel about Kamari Rogers? His statement he made, but saying that he want to if Manny stays, he's coming. If not, he's going elsewhere. How you feel about that?
I didn't really put too much stock into it, bro. I mean, because recruits say that all the time about every program in the country. Well, if this coach there, I'm going. If they're not there, I'm not coming. They still wind up going no matter what. So,
but what if he don't come? Is it a big loss?
Yeah, it is. Just like a lot of the other cats that we're not getting our big losses, right? So if he don't come, it's a big loss. And then it's like who you blame? Like who do you fault? You know what I'm saying? Like who do you fault? Like who do you fault? If Manny's not here, do you fault the people that fired Manny, or do you fault Manny for allowing himself to get into the situation? So you know what I'm saying? It's like a catch-22. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. As far as we as the fans look at it.
I feel you. I mean, but we these kids we have a lot of top guys that wants to, like I said, of course, you said they choose the university, but you want to play for them kids ain't going to Alabama because they Alabama fans. You feel what I'm saying? No. They going to Alabama because they want to play for Nick Saban. And that's, what I'm saying, like you said earlier, bro, they built relationships with these coaches. You know what I'm saying? They built relationships. So I think majority of the decisions are made because they want to play for their coach. You can have some guys like Duke Johnson that was going to come to Miami no matter
who the coach was.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I get that. But you do have those guys that just coming because, hey, oh yeah, T-Rob there. I know, you know what I'm saying? T-Rob put these guys in the league. I want to play for him. Oh, I like the way Manny calls the defense, you know what I'm saying? And that type of stuff. So, I think it's like I said, I think it can go both ways. I agree with you on that. But I do think these kids, they want to, a lot of these recruits want to play for Manny. And I take a lot of heat because guys say I'm a Manny guy. I mean, I'm just a Miami, whoever the coach is. If he ain't got 5 years, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to ride with him. But it'll be the same thing if we get that other Cuban that y'all like to say. I'll be riding with him too if he ain't if I feel like he ain't got a fair shake. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's gonna take more than 3 years to put the University of Miami back to where it needs to be.
Right. And like I said, and Randy didn't get 5 years.
He got 4.
He got 4, right?
He got 4. He got 4.
He didn't get 5.
I agree. He should have got fired. I don't agree with them firing him. I don't agree with that. I didn't agree with the firing because he was making the necessary changes. But Manny had but he had other underlying issues.
It's a man. But that's a conversation for another day. But
I want to show this real quick, man. This is Najee Kelly, man.
Najee is the best DN in the country, bro.
Yeah. So he posted this on his IG, right? He responded to somebody, right? I don't know if y'all can read this, but I'm gonna read it to you. This is what he said. Hold on. He said he went off Butch Davis' record from 95 to 2003. He said Ed Reed was a redshirt freshman in 97. It was also Butch Davis' third year in the program, and they went 5-6. By Ed Reed's senior year, they were the greatest college football team in history. It ain't pretty at first, but I think without a 5-6 record, they don't become the 12-0 GOATs. How you feel about that? This is one of our top targets.
I like it, but I still think they would have been what they were. You know what I'm saying? Because just that time and who their coaching staff were and who the strength and conditioning coach was at the time, Tommy Moffitt. Like, I still think it was just inevitable that they was going to be that good. But sometimes you got to go through the bad before you get to the good, right? So, and I think that's what the young man was alluding to. And I have no qualms with that. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't. But that 5-6 isn't like a normal 5-6. We was also going through a lot of things too. But just to his point, I get where he's coming from. I get what he's trying to say there.
He got okay. Armageddon, you're tied to that 24-14. I don't think they hold us to 14, but I give you that. He's not the league. Yeah, that's a good look, man. Like he said, man. I'm gonna have full guy. I understand the processes of building a program because not comparing my high school to college, but I know how it is to build something and start winning. And you take your lumps. You're gonna take lumps, and you just got to have time to implement what you want to do. And that's all I'm asking. Well, whoever, if they fire Manny, okay, cool. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. You feel what I'm saying? But you still gonna have to give the next man ample amount of time to rebuild 15 years of something. We struck gold 1 year. Mark Rick had us. We had 2 decent years on the mark. You know what I'm saying? We went 94, 93, and then we went 10-0 or something like that. 84.
Yeah, we like 10-0 at one point.
Yeah, 10-0 at one point. You know what I'm saying? I just think whoever gets the job, it's gonna take them no less than 5 years to get it to where it needs to be. And that's not saying that you're a bad coach if it take you that long, but you gotta think, bro. A lot of people not understanding this. We've just now got 85 scholarship players.
Yeah.
We just now got 85 scholarship players. That cloud shit lasted after it was over.
Yeah, I know.
We had to rebuild those scholarships because we only could do what? We only could sign 25 players.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So we're able to play with a full deck.
Right.
It's not excuses, that's just facts. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But let's get into speaking on that, let's get into some of this recruiting, man. What you think about Malik Agbo, man? They got his top 5 Texas, Oklahoma, Auburn, Florida. What you thinking on that, bro?
Right. That's early in the year we talked about him, and I told you that was one of my guys that I wanted in this class. Like Malik Agbo, and he's a certified goon, right? He's a cat that can come in and be a day one starter, right? If you need him to be. Of course, we probably want him to red shirt, whatever. But
no, I mean, if he's ready to play, if he's showing up, hey, play.
But that guy is a certified goon, certified baller.
Do you play at what position you play him at?
He plays left tackle.
Yeah.
Then I'm playing. Then he's gonna start camp out at left tackle.
If Nelson's not gone, even if
Nelson's still there, he will work behind Nelson.
Gotcha.
Like he will work behind Nelson, right? Like,
but you got to can't forget about Big Campbell.
I got that.
You put Campbell at right tackle.
I put what I do is if Campbell is a left tackle, right? I'm gonna put all 3 of them there, but I'm gonna train Agbo at right tackle too.
Got you.
So if he's not good enough to unplant the left, but I know he can definitely play at my right, then there you go. I'm putting him there. You know what I'm saying? But
did you see that run he had? You know, they had him at fullback, and he broke like a 20-yarder.
No, I ain't see that.
Hey,
I ain't see that.
It was on Instagram, man. I tried to pull it up, but he had a jump cut like a running back, bro.
Oh man,
backside.
Look, there's nothing prettier than a big man with sweet feet, baby.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
I was so shocked, bro. Let me try to find this real quick, dog. Malik Agbo. Touchdown.
But no, I want him in this class. Like, put like this. The two linemen that I really wanted, Malik Agbo is still one of them, and Cam Williams was another one that I wanted. Now, he's another certified grown man goon from Duncanville. The lineman from Duncanville, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That blocks the sun out.
Yeah.
When
he ended up on Texas A&M?
Nah, he's committed to Oregon right now.
Okay.
But before he was committed to Oregon, Miami was on his list. That was one of the guys I wanted too. But Malik Agbo, I still want that young man. I still want that dude, man. Still want that young man.
Speaking of guys that block out the sun, we got this kid that's gonna be down for official visit December 3rd. Matthew McCoy, 6'6", 285 from Creekside High School in St. Augustine, Florida, man. What you think about him?
Right?
O-line, yeah. I think tackle. He's a tackle.
Yeah,
he has good frame. When I watched his film, he had pretty good feet, man. Athletic kid. I don't know if he's doing jump cuts like Agbo was doing and running 20-yard touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? But it kind of reminds me of Hunt as far as body type.
Okay.
But he's not, of course, he doesn't play defense. But
Max, what's happening, bro? What's going on, Max?
What up?
Yeah, but they'll put some weight on him. You know what I'm saying? And he's a tackle.
25 right now. Yeah,
he's a tackle, right?
Yeah. He only need like 15 more pounds, about 15, 20 more pounds.
Yeah, they may put him over on the right side. Happy
birthday, dog.
Hey, yo, happy Earth Day, bro. Happy Earth Day.
Yeah. You know I got to do it for your dog. You feel me? Yeah.
But yeah, they may move him to the right because you got to think, if he was to come, you still got Zion, right? You got Zion.
And then you got big Campbell from Georgia.
You got Campbell still. Then you got the dude from Georgia. And if Malik Agbo commits, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Speaking
of these big guys, man, we got another guy, Jeffrey Mamba, that was down for the NC State game.
Let me tell you about him that I didn't tell you when we was backstage because I wanted to save it. He's 6'6", right? How much he weighed?
310.
310. And he was clocked at a 4.840.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. You talking about a 3 technique right there, bro. Penetrating the gap, just hitting that thing. He was clocked at a 4.8.
Yeah, man. That's a big athletic son of a gun right
Dude,
there.
That's moving, bro.
That's moving, dog. That's closing speed for your ass.
Bro, that's almost like the equivalent of Devin White at 235, 240, and ran a 4.3 at the combine.
Bro. Man, we need something like that, man. We need those big mammoth type guys on that defensive line.
Yeah, we gotta get back speed, baby.
Yeah.
Speed. Like we can.
Do he press day one for being a starter if he chooses the University of Miami? Because he said he loved the university, you know what I'm saying, and put some stuff out there that
bro. If he commits to University of Miami, if he commits to Miami, he's arguably going to push for immediate playing time soon as he steps foot on campus. Without a doubt, bro. You cannot. You can't leave 6'6", 310, 4.8 off the field.
No.
You can't do it. No. You can't do it, bro.
Yeah, I agree, bro.
Max just said he doubled down on live again, said, yo, he runs a 4.840. And another thing about him, when you look at him, bro, he is put together.
He's not sloppy.
He ain't sloppy.
He's not sloppy
He's
at
not
all.
sloppy, bro. Like, so no, real talk. If he comes to Miami, like, yeah, he competes for immediate playing time, immediate starter reps off the rip. And he just started playing ball 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's he got room. He got a lot of room to grow. And usually those kids be unicorns, man. Like Nelson and some of these other guys that just started playing, like the tackle from Georgia, the basketball player.
Yeah, like Miami.
Those guys flourish because they got good feet.
Like I just found out Miami offered another one of the DNs off of my son's high school team.
Oh, that's dope.
He just this is his first year playing football. He's only been in the country for 2 years. He's from the Congo. He came over to play basketball and he plays soccer. This is his first year playing football. He's like 6'4". He's like 6'4", like 2 and some change. And he got an offer from University of Miami. He plays DN.
It's funny Max said that. Man, I urge a lot of people, if they got young boys, get them into soccer. I played soccer growing up, but that was the first organized sport that I played was soccer. And that helped my feet so much when I transitioned from that to it wasn't physical enough. By the time I got into middle school, I was too rough. I started elbowing guys and you know what I'm saying?
I'm like, dual sports because I've been around, so I know a couple cats, like even a couple football dudes and track dudes that was getting recruited by big programs like a year or two ago. Somebody from Ohio State told individual like, yo, we really rarely recruit the one sport athlete. We're looking for the two sport athlete, mainly track. Yeah. Like, so get them in the sun. I don't care if it's football, basketball, football and track, football, soccer, but have these cats do multiple sports. You know what I'm saying? But it does nothing but it takes their game, enhances their game, and take it to another level, man.
I think how many spots do we have for high school kids? They just had the new rule, 25 spots for the high school and you got 7 for transfers, but I think they still in the waiting to find out what they're going to be able to do with the guys that's already on the roster because, they still haven't said that, you can have this many scholarships. You still got guys that's on scholarship that's eligible to come back. So they're still waiting. A lot of the programs are still waiting to see, hey, do I got extra spots to still with these guys or what? Because it's still one of those up in the air situations. Right. So, but next year, we can sign 25 and you can replace guys that go in the transfer portal and things of that nature so you can keep those numbers. And also, bro, that's just keep the player safe too. You feel what I'm saying? Because you don't have those extra spots, so you having to play guys a little too long and when they're winded, and that's when most injuries occur when guys are tired. So NCAA needs to jump on this sooner.
Yeah, sooner than later, man. Sooner than later.
A lot of these programs, not just Miami, are in a bind because you gave these guys a free year, but then say, okay, y'all can sign 100 scholarship guys this year to accommodate the guys you got on the roster.
Right.
So it's going to be a lot of, hey, we're not going to honor your scholarship type talks coming in the spring. You feel what I'm saying? To whomever it is, because they're going to be able to replace, just like we see Wiggins in the transfer portal.
Right.
All right, man, or whoever is the coach going to, be able to replace that scholarship with somebody. You feel what I'm saying? So, but yeah, they need to, up on that. I want to ask y'all this question, man, that I asked A Black. I already got his opinion on it, but I'm gonna ask it again. I had got into a little debate with an Alabama guy. Do y'all consider, and I don't like talking about other players, but I just had to bring this up because I wanted y'all opinion. Do y'all consider what's his name? Derrick Henry, do y'all consider him a superstar in the NFL? Is Derrick Henry a superstar? Go ahead and tell them your take, man. What you think?
Do you want me to
say no?
No, I know he's not a superstar. He's not even, to me, the best back to come out of Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not better than Sean Alexander to me. Superstar backs to me is Beast Mode, Adrian Peterson, LaDainian Tomlinson. Those are superstars, right? To me, those are superstars. To me, he's not a superstar. Sorry. You know,
I agree. He's not. He's just a running back that get up. He's a big guy that runs the ball.
Yep.
That gets a lot of carries.
Yeah.
He doesn't do it. He has a good stiff arm, but he doesn't do anything spectacular outside of that.
Like he doesn't even compare to Earl Campbell to me.
He don't compare to fucking Eddie George.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. I'm like, yo, like, nah, he's good. He's good for the team he's on.
Yep, I agree. Is Derrick Henry?
So my thing is like, hey, Jay Blaze, you right. But guess what? How long we got to wait for that? Because, you know, running backs like a shelf life in the league, especially when you get the amount of carries he's getting in the punishment he's taking.
Yep.
Ain't no guarantee that he's going to be around to reach that superstar status. Adrian Peterson was a superstar first, as soon as he stepped on the field.
Yes.
His first game, he was superstar.
That is true. LaDainian Thompson, as soon as he stepped in the league,
you know, Marshall Faulk, Edgerrin James. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's better than Ricky Williams. And Ricky Williams was a straight goon. I love Ricky Williams.
Hey, no, people get caught up in the moment.
Yeah, man. Like I tell you, man. Like I say, man. There are people that run the ball, and then there are running backs.
That is true.
You know, then it's like running backs make things look so effortless and easy.
You know who he remind me of? I'm sorry to cut you off. You know what he's doing right now remind me of? You remember Chris Johnson?
From Penn State?
No. Chris Johnson played for ECU, played for the Titans.
I'm thinking of Larry Johnson.
You're thinking of Larry Johnson.
Yeah. Chris Johnson.
When Chris Johnson had that little year where he ran for 2,000 yards, like 2 years.
Then his shit was just like this.
That's exactly who he remind me of. Because you getting all them carries, and you gonna start getting banged up. And you see, he already had injury issues at Alabama. He got a lot of wear and tear on them tires, big dog. You feel what I'm saying?
No, didn't you say he had like 400 carries at Alabama?
That year he won the Heisman, yeah.
Like 400 carries.
Yeah, like 400 some carries.
Like, yo, 400 carries, it'll take Saquon half of that if he was at Alabama. Yeah.
But, I just wanted y'all opinion on that, man. I just want to, what I'm saying? Oh, he said, hold on. Hey, MJ said, I'm in Nashville, so I got to take up for my guy. I feel you, man, but he ain't a superstar. He's a good running back, but he's not a superstar. Yeah, he's a good guy that runs the ball.
Yeah, exactly. He's a good guy that runs the back, but he's just not a superstar. And that's okay. Yeah. Right? He's still getting paid. There's a lot of cats that run the ball that are not superstars. You know what I'm saying? But they getting paid. It's okay.
Yeah, I agree. But if the NCAA say, hey, you know what I'm saying, y'all could add, you can accommodate, you know what I'm saying, you can get 25 guys if you can, you know what I'm saying, this rules in effect. We are pushing the 85 limit to 105. What are you doing? Are you just taking guys?
No. I'm still
how many guys would you target if you could?
I'm talking at least 4 offensive linemen. I'm talking at least 5 D linemen, mainly.
Would you take high school, or you take a high school? Or you doing transfers?
It's going to be a combination of both, because at some point, high school is still your meat and potatoes, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? High school is still your meat and potatoes. The transfer portal, like let's say if you got a house, the high school is the foundation.
But what about like freshmen? Like you got the guy from Oregon, the 5-star tackle that's from Oregon that's in the portal. Like, do you take him over a high school guy, or would you rather do? You see what I'm saying? Like,
right. I think you can take. All right. So say if I take 3, say if I take 3 high school offensive linemen and I take him, right, as a transfer offensive lineman, because he's been in a program, this, that, and the third, right? But I still need my foundation to be strong. To me, the transfer portal is all the essential stuff you get for the house, your curtains, all your shit to decorate and make it look good. But they only there for a limited time, and you still got to go get these high school kids. And if you don't recruit I don't care where you are, Miami, Texas, Florida, Ohio State, Penn State, USC, Oregon, wherever, right? If you're not recruiting the high schools in your area, you're going to burn bridges because they're going to think all you want to do is get self-made players and you can't develop this young talent that we're trying to send to you.
I get that, but the state of Florida really hasn't produced very good offensive linemen.
I understand that's where
you see what I'm saying?
But Miami is always going out of state to get their linemen.
That's what I'm saying. So, but I'm thinking. So that's what I'm saying. Like, far as, are you talking far as in state? Because you said burning the bridges. Are you talking about skilled guys? Or are you talking about offensive linemen?
I'm just talking about in recruiting in general.
Yeah, because you know they recruit heavy with DBs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm just talking about like just in general, right? You know what I'm saying? But if we're just gonna stick to old linemen, then I'm still going out the state for my old linemen, right? I'm still gonna do that, right? I'm trying to go everywhere to get my old linemen, but let's not kid ourselves. The transfer portal has been good to us.
Yes,
and it still will be good to us. It's been good to it's been good for Bama. Right,
they've hit on what Coca. They've hit on Tutu, but his play has been downhill a little bit. Have you watched them?
Yeah, but they hit on the receiver from Ohio State.
That boy is good. Nobody, I didn't think he was gonna take over Malachi. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my son, my stat guy told me, he said, Dad, he said, he said he gonna go to Bama. He gonna put up godly numbers, and he go to the league and go first round. Yeah. Right. So, yeah, bro, I'm still going to get my high school guys, but I'm gonna mix it in. It's like that's that sweet and savory, right? I gotta keep my foundation of what college football was built on, recruiting these young men, right? But now they added a little caveat where I can go and get a seasoned vet to come here and stabilize maybe a position of need for 1 or 2 years, and the young guy can learn from him.
Would you go, like me personally, like right now, like I said, if they up the scholarship, I would go to the JUCO ranks. I would keep the freshmen that we got, the high school guys that we got. We got Carswell. That's pretty much the only old lineman we got that's committed. I would try to go after transfer, and I'll try to go after get me a JUCO guy if I can. Mm-hmm. Got to be a top level JUCO guy. Right. Just because they're more ready to play than a freshman, high school guy. Hopefully the kid, what was the kid name? Isaiah Walker. Hopefully he got his head together and can be a valuable piece for us in the next, because he kind of got forgotten. He's kind of got as, nobody's really talking about.
But he posted something recently. I saw he was at practice. And he was like, just one day at a time, and and I liked it, like this joint, and that's all, man. With what he's dealing with, just one day at a time, one step at a time, man, and just surround yourself with good people.
So, but after that, so after offensive lineman, what else are you targeting?
I'm targeting linebacker.
Are you going high school ranks? Because we got Matlock.
I like him, but if I can go to the transfer portal and I can get a cat that's played and he had a season where he had like 80-something tackles, do you pass that up?
No.
Exactly.
No,
you know what I'm saying? So, but in D tackle and D ends, really. D ends.
That's what I was saying. I was thinking I would be targeting more defensive ends.
D ends. Like but I want D ends, but I want to see Chance Williams and Elijah Roberts get more snaps.
I think they played a lot. I think wasn't my boy star number 12 was starting that defensive end.
No, that's Jafar Harvey. I'm talking about
starting that defensive end this last game, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm talking about Chance Williams, 33.
Yeah.
Because it seems like whenever 33 and 99 are on the edge, it seems like they collapse that pocket. So, but if we, back on topic, yeah, I would definitely try to get, defensive end in the transfer portal. Not one, I'm trying to get two.
So let's answer this question from Brother Dre Blaze, man. He said, so are we talking college or
are we talking pro?
College or pro? Because pro is no question. So you talking high school or you talking pro?
And we talking
high school, you talking college or pro?
Because we talking college, I'm gonna say Vince Young.
Oh God! Oh man, dog! Oh, God.
I mean, yo, he did it on the big stage,
I
man.
may have to go with you on that one, man. I gotta agree with you. It's gonna be hard to go against Vic in college.
I mean, look, let me tell you something. Hey, brother Mike, if you ever watch this, let me tell you something, bro. I truly enjoyed watching you in college. You were a certified goon. Certified. But I just got to give that slight edge to Vince. It's like a 1A, 1A minus. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard, bro. It's hard. It's hard, but yeah, man. Yeah, but the pros, Mike Vick all day. Mike Vick all day. Like, no hesitation at all.
I gotta give the edge to what's my guy name? Vince Young, for the simple fact what he did in the national championship game. I think overall, Vic was a little bit more consistent.
Yeah.
Than Vince Young, far as more, more years. But that performance in the national championship game,
bro, he had 200 yards rushing and 200 yards passing, bro. Like, yo, are you kidding me?
Yeah, and I'm gonna say it. I think Vince Young was probably the best college quarterback ever in college to me.
Like, yo, that game was, oh my God, that game was crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I got to give it to him. College-wise, I don't see a college quarterback that was better than Vince Young.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
That was sick.
It was unbelievable.
But Mike Vick was giving Florida State the business in that national championship game.
And they was loaded.
Yes. We talking about they had Ron Dugas and Peter Warwick and Lavernius Coles.
They had, man, they had some monsters.
Man, they had some horses.
Yeah. So yeah. Cam Newton, Chip Hill. I still gotta give it to Vince. Man. Because truth be told, Cam Newton didn't have to go through the monster in the national title game that Vince Young had to go. You got to think, bro. He had to go against Reggie Bush. He had to go against Palomalu. He had to go against all these
Lindale White.
Wasn't the linebackers that all of them went in the first round?
Oh, it was Brian
with the long hair played for the Broncos and they played for the Packers.
Bengals. Ray Maluga.
And he had the guy with the Matthews.
Cushman. Yeah, it was Brian Matthews.
Yeah, Ryan. Yeah, whatever his name is. But Darnell Bing and all them boys,
man. Like
Steve Smith was Steve Smith on that team.
Yeah,
man, come on, bro.
I mean, that USC team was stacked.
That team was stacked. That team was stacked. That's the only game. That's the only matchup that would have made me nervous against the Canes was those USC teams because athlete for athlete they was on par, and they had a stellar defense. That would have been I think that would have been like a 13-14 type game.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, he did. He single-handedly beat them.
I mean, but of course, we would have came out with that victory.
With the W, of course. You know what I'm saying? When you got Ed Reed and Sean Taylor and John DeVille, all these boys, man, I ain't gonna ever pick nobody to beat them.
We had X factors, right?
Exactly.
Like, don't get me wrong, USC had great players. Reggie Bush was an X factor, right?
Yes.
But Miami we had so many of those players, right? We had so many. We didn't just have just one. You know what I mean? For every your one on offense, we had about 3.
Yeah, I agree.
For the 1 or 2 you had on defense, we had about 4 or 5. So it's like, yo, but that game, trust me, yo, let's just imagine, right? If that game ever happened, imagine how much the tickets would have been going for, bro. Just think about how much the tickets, bro. That would have been like a Mike Tyson fight back in his heyday.
Yeah,
everybody would want to be there.
He said he wanted to look at He wanted to look at this highlight. I'm gonna show you. Keep going, big dog. Keep going.
Like, no, I mean, like that game, man. It's like everybody would have been there, bro. Like movie stars, actors, singers. Like, bro, because you got to think, USC is Hollywood, right? That's LA. Miami is Miami. You know, entertainers, they flock to South Florida, they flock to Southern California, right? You put them two together on the field, bro. Let me tell you something. That game would have been electric, though.
Man, this boy Vic. I had we showing a V Tech guy here, man. But like Vic, hey man, Vic making me want to change my mind, bro. Like, God.
I mean, he was special, man. Like, yo, Mike Vick, you was special, champ. And you know, you don't need me to tell you that because you already know that. But, bro, you was that guy. You was definitely that guy.
Hey, but he ran through that buzzsaw against Miami, though. Miami didn't cut him no slack, boy. Right. Miami was smacking Vic. Man, Vic was special, bro.
This dude, bro.
This Mr. 4-2.
Yo, just think, right? If the RPO offense
was there when he was.
Could you imagine?
Man, that wouldn't be fair, bro. That wouldn't have been fair.
Like, can you imagine if the RPO offense was in the college game then like it is now? Would it do like him or Vince Young or a lot of our running quarterbacks or athletes, right? I ain't gonna say running quarterback, athletes, right? Just think about it, bro. What they would have been doing.
That's true. But man, this game, bro. I like that. I'm excited. I don't know why I love when we play at 12 o'clock because I get up. And I get to watch us early. I ain't gotta wait. I just hate that waiting around for us to play. You feel what I'm saying? I can wake up at 10:30, go what I'm saying, fix me some breakfast and you know what I'm saying, get ready, man. But man, overall, man, like I said, bro, I just want to see us compete. You know what I'm saying? Come out with some energy, enthusiasm, and you know what I'm saying, and play for each other, man. You feel what I'm saying? So you got any final thoughts, man, before we get out of here, man? You know what I'm saying? Anything you want to say?
Man, I just want to continue to see the team grow. I want to continue to see the young players on both sides of the ball develop and realize their potential. Realize that they are the same players that they were when they were in high school, when they were successful and making plays. Football doesn't change just because you come to college.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Only thing changes is the uniform. You still got to go out there. You got to compete. You got to do what you did in high school, just at a different level, man. And if you look at it that way, I think they're going to be fine. I think they're going to be fine regardless. I want to see a good game. Of course, I want to see them young men succeed. I'm ready. I want to see what this thing look like. And it's a measuring stick for both teams.
Yeah.
It's for Pitt to see if you really that team, and it's to see what Miami have you built off of last week and ready to stack together some wins.
I agree, man. Like you said, bro, do what you did to get the scholarship. That's all you have to do. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to give a shout out to Bubba Bolden. He's out, pretty much his career in Miami.
Shout out to you one.
Appreciate you for choosing to come to the University of Miami because he could have went to any school. He could have transferred to any school. He wanted to, but he chose that U. So I'm always grateful for that. And I just want to speed of recovery, man. Get yourself right. Get ready for that pro day. Make yourself some money and represent the U in the pros. You feel what I'm saying? But like always, bro, it's a pleasure, man. I want to thank everybody that joined us today. You feel what I'm saying? We always appreciate you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Keep these subscriptions growing. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get us to 400 subscriptions. Then that's going to go to 500, then 600. You know what I'm saying? We just thank you guys for tuning in because y'all don't have to tune in and watch us two guys that, just love Miami football talk. Y'all don't have to tune in, but y'all do, man. We really appreciate you guys, man. And, we're going to be back next week, man. And I'm trying to get A Black to go ahead and get his highlight tape of his son up so we can go ahead and showcase that young goon, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? So once we get that, we're gonna showcase that young fella, you feel me? But like always, it's a pleasure, my brother. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk offline and we're gonna be back on this thing next week. You feel what I'm saying? But you already know at the end of the day, it's all about that you. And I love my dog, A Black. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. You
All
feel
love,
me?
baby.
We finna get up out of this thing. Oh.
Peace, family.
We
Peace,
out of
family.
here. Yes, sir. Yeah.